You're about to watch another exciting episode of the Dungeon Run, but did you know that you can actually be part of the adventure? Tune in live on Wednesday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific time, and you can make your voice heard and help determine the fate of our adventurers. Hope to see you there.
Welcome to the Dungeon Run. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're in the mood for an interesting show tonight, my loves. Because we're feeling musical comedy energy, and we're gonna run a Call of Cthulhu game. No. Let's see. We once again, 2026 has proven to be a doozy for our team over here. Because of some technical issues and because of some other things. Rachel and Serena are. So Rachel might be joining us and Serena's unable to join us tonight. But I guarantee we're going to have some fun. We are still going forward with our story. I'm going to have a little fun with Eden and Diarmuid tonight. We'll see what I can do to them in a little bit of time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. No, it'll be fine. It'll be totally chill.
Mm-hmm. Sure. You said that before, Morgan.
Have I? I mean, totally chill, fun, mind-bending, sanity subtracting time. No, it'll be great. But it's so good to see you. It's so good to see you all. We're so happy to be here. But yeah, Spectrum outages. What are you gonna do, friends? I don't know. The weather is not so great. I hope everybody's keeping warm out there. BT dubs. But yes. Oh, Dungeon Speedrun says we've got the heavy hitters tonight. Exactly. I mean, I should just start throwing monsters at you guys and let Eden and Diarmuid just go to town.
We absolutely would. We absolutely would.
Yeah, I know. But first, before we get to all that, Ronald.
Oh, yes.
Would you hit me with some sponsors, bro?
Sure. We're sponsored by Die Hard Dice. It is the place to go for the gorgeous dice and accessories, with free shipping on all orders $40 or more. They are the place to go for your favorite math rocks. Check out their new recycled dice. They're calling Rerolls, made from recycled plastic. They're fun and they're environmentally conscious. What could be better than that? Don't forget to use our coupon code DungeonRun, capital D, capital R, all one word at checkout for a discount on us.
I love when Ron turns on the commercial voice actor voice. I'm sorry, I just needed to call it out.
Only do it for the sponsors.
It's the only time we get to do it, man. So good.
We're also sponsored by Eldritch Foundry, where imagination meets craftsmanship. Build gorgeous detailed minis for all your games, now available pre-painted. They're updating their creation engine all the time with new ancestries, new poses, and new items, and so much more. You'll spend hours, as I have, trying out all the awesome stuff. Check it out now at eldritch-foundry.com and be sure to use our discount code, The Dungeon Run, capital TDR, all one word at checkout. Our show is made possible by Patreon. Go to patreon.com/The Dungeon Run for all the incredible bonus content. For just $5 a month, you get access to cool behind-the-scenes content and our after show, Short Rest, exclusive only to you patrons. Exclusive VODs and updates, free interactivity. There's so many rewards at all the different levels. New patron shout out. I'm probably going to destroy this name, but I'm going to try it. Welcome, Shalim Jacinto.
Jacinto or Jacinto?
Jacinto?
Jacinto. But Shalim was my guess as well. Shalim Jacinto.
Welcome, Shalim. There's so much more fun to be. There's so much more fun to be had. Get over to patreon.com/The Dungeon Run. Back to you, Morgan.
By the way, I wanted to add real quick, we did get a special note from Eldritch Foundry this week about an offer they've got going on right now that they wanted to make sure we made everybody aware of. So we've talked before about they have this thing called Eldritch Unlimited, which is like a yearly subscription service where you can get unlimited STLs from them. You can just, and STLs, if you don't know, are sort of the formula to 3D print designs, you know, whether it's minis or structures or anything like that that they've got. You can do it all through their business. And Eldritch Unlimited means you pay their one-time yearly subscription fee and you can do as much as you want. If you got a 3D printer, this is the thing you got to do. Now, what they have right now that they wanted to make sure I told you about is every now and then they unleash a couple spots of a lifetime unlimited offer. It is $499, but it is a lifetime unlimited offer with a limited number of spots available. So get on this now. If you've got a 3D printer and you are a real psycho. No, the best kind of psycho. I'm putting it in chat right now if you're there, and we'll put it in the chat of our YouTube as well. But you've got to get in there if this is your bag and you just want to just keep printing. If you're a Warhammer player, I mean, why aren't you getting into this? That is what I've got to figure. But thank you once again to Eldritch Foundry. Now back to interactivity. Thank you, Ron. Let's see. We are an interactive show, as you might know, or if you're new here, where you have the chance to affect our story in unique and surprising ways. Use our custom Twitch extension or the link you can find in the About section of our Twitch page, or you can just go to streamelements.com/thedungeonrun/tip. Now, there's two ways to help or challenge our players. You can choose to give a bonus or a penalty die for any player or the keeper. It's just like advantage and disadvantage, where you get rolled twice and take the better or the worse, depending on the bonus or the penalty. Also, you can gift any player the power of luck. We are giving you the option of adding 10 luck points to any player's stash that they can use to turn a failure into a success. And a reminder, we were talking about this on Discord today, a reminder that if you are a certain higher level patrons, you do get free interactivity every month. And if you would like to cash in your free interactivity on our wonderful players here, or me, you can do so by either messaging us on Patreon or the Discord, or Angel Devilson does an amazing job forwarding me any requests. You can message them on chat or on Discord, and they will make sure that it gets to me to let us know how you would like to spend that monthly interactivity. And as a matter of fact, speaking of which, Ron,
yes,
Tuo Mask has chosen to cash in their monthly interactivity on a random player, and I rolled a d4 and it came up on you. So you get 10 luck points and a bonus die from Tuo Mask.
Well, thank you, Tuo Mask. So a bonus die, which I need to make them.
I'll keep notice of it. I've written that down, but you get 10 luck points. And Dungeon Speedrun in honor of their mother, who apparently saw me on NCIS and said, "I like that guy. Don't you know him from something?"
Don't you know him from something?
Don't you know him? Don't you watch him play games or something?
Forbidden, Mom.
It's called Cthulhu, Mom. Or but in honor of Dungeon Speedrun's mom, they have chosen to give me a bonus die with their monthly interactivity. Thank you, Dungeon Speedrun, and thank you to your mom. That sounds like an insult. Thanks to your mom. No, but thank you. We really appreciate it. Okay, I think we're good. All right, hey Alex, let's go into that forbidden. Let's do it. The last time we were together, monsters were faced, murders were revealed, and an investigator came to the frightening conclusion that her mind was no longer truly her own. Diarmuid awoke to quite a fright when he first felt a cold dripping on his face while he slept. When he opened his eyes, his horror grew more intense when he saw leaning over him a shadowed figure, seemingly less than a foot from his face. He shoved the terrifying form away from him in the dark, but received quite another shock entirely when his eyes adjusted and he saw across the room from him, sprawled on the floor where he'd thrown them, the confused, blinking face of Dr. Charlotte. Charlotte was indeed confused, as she'd fallen asleep in her room some 5 or 6 hours before, dressed in her night clothes. But now, with no memory of any time passing, here she was, on the floor of Diarmuid's bedroom, dressed as if she'd been out for a walk. And her hair was wet, and her legs were tired, and there was a scrape on her hand, and there were so many pieces that weren't adding up. Diarmuid was able to track her watery footprints down to the front step of the flat. What had she been doing? Where had she been? Who had she been? Charlotte locked herself in her room while Diarmuid and Eden did their best to comfort her and find some answers. And as Charlotte began to take inventory of all of her things and piece together the clues, she discovered that the strange old tarot deck, the one Eden had bought at the Ace Emporium magic shop from the friendly Reuben, was gone, nowhere to be found. Charlotte had felt these mysterious out-of-body experiences before, but this was different. Suddenly she felt like a puppet whose strings were being held by someone unseen. But what dance did they want her to do? Meanwhile, at the nearby hospital, Lorelei was still recovering from her gunshot wound at the hands of Josephine Lynch. Despite her pain and discomfort, she was able to get some sleep, but she found it disrupted by a vision inside a strange cylindrical tower, a lighthouse. From above, she heard her husband Walid's voice, calling down to her. But from below, she heard a frightful growl, like some wolfhound of ungodly size and demeanor was advancing on her. As she began ascending towards the sounds of her husband, the light of the giant lamp above flashed, and she saw out of the corner of her eye a dark, furry silhouette, mere feet behind her, almost snapping at her heels. But when she realized she would lead this terrifying beast straight to her husband, Lorelei bravely, or perhaps foolishly, stopped her climb, instead choosing to turn and face the terror. Bracing for whatever bite or shock would come next, she heard the growl closer than ever, but nothing happened. The hound would not lunge out of the shadows at her. And as she stood strong, only a few steps away from the man she'd been dying to see for so long, the tower of the lighthouse began to peel away and crumble around her, disassembling and disintegrating, falling in slow motion like a house of cards as everything went dark. And she woke up, still in her hospital bed, the rainy London morning outside her window. But her surprises weren't finished, it seems, because waiting quietly for her to awaken was none other than Inspector Edwards from Scotland Yard. It would seem the news of the shooting between her and Josephine had reached his desk, and given that Josephine had been a person of interest in the murder of Memphis the Great, and Lorelei had been connected to the destruction of his house, well, that was too big a coincidence to go unnoticed. But there was something else on his mind. A new and jagged piece to this same bloody puzzle. It would seem the night before, Reuben Levy, the same friendly proprietor of the Ace Emporium magic shop, had been murdered in cold blood. From the inspector's trained perspective, something was deeply wrong in the magic community of London, and he was determined to find out what was going on. And given that Lorelei seemed at least peripherally connected in ways he did not yet understand, he informed her she would be placed under police guard here at the hospital, while the investigation into all this violence was still underway. Meanwhile, Diarmuid, Eden, and Charlotte were on their way to the hospital to check on Lorelei. But also because one of the only few leads they had as to all of Charlotte's strange blackouts was that it seemed connected to Josephine Lynch. She had, after all, seemingly spoken inside the mind of Charlotte right before attempting to stab Diarmuid 2 nights previous. But the stakes rose even higher when Diarmuid held one of Memphis's planar orbs up to Charlotte for a reading, and the 3 investigators looked on in quiet terror as it indeed glowed a faint amber, the same color it had shown when in the presence of Harold Hawkins, when his mind was in the process of being taken over by Memphis the Great. This, understandably, sent Charlotte into a tailspin. Desperate for any kind of answers, she decided she must talk to Josephine. Fortunately, Josephine was being treated in the same facility as Lorelei. And when we stopped last time, Charlotte had disguised herself using her doctor's uniform from her old hospital and was able to slip past the police guard outside Josephine's room, while Eden and Diarmuid sought out Lorelei in hopes of finding a way to remove her from the protective custody of Scotland Yard. And that is roughly where we'll pick up this week. Now, there's a couple things I want to play us through. I would like to say that through some combination of trickery and cleverness, as you all are wont to find, that you have found a way to remove Lorelei from the hospital, out from under the guard of the police. You have minutes in order to make your escape. They are not chasing at your heels, but you could be fairly certain that they will discover you, or at least discover that Lorelei has been removed from her room. So there is a certain amount of urgency there. Unfortunately, since we are not able to play out the Charlotte and Josephine conversation quite yet tonight, I'm going to have to postpone that to a flashback next episode. But what I will say is that when you are able to reunite with Charlotte, she has 2 new pieces of information that she will share with you. Information that she gleaned from Josephine's chart. 1, Josephine Lynch's home address in the East End of London. Not a particularly nice area, but there it is. Because I believe you all had considered trying to search her home previously, but up to this point, you did not know where she lived. She had only tracked you to Memphis's house, or found you there, and then you met her at a third location at the cafe, where everything went to hell, literally and figuratively. The other piece of information that might mean nothing, or maybe it does. A name listed as an immediate contact you don't recognize. Halvard Holson. Halvard. Holson. Holsen. If either of you would like to roll an intelligence check,
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Just a regular success is needed on this one.
Nice. 33. Under 75.
Lovely. You're both very smart. Ron, I think you're muted, BT dubs.
There it is. I had a bonus die, you said, yeah?
You do, but I will say Eden succeeded.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I rolled a 98 over 90.
Okay. Wow. Fumble. You are distracted. You almost wreck the car. No.
Squirrel. Oh, man.
Man. Woo. A cat runs out in front of the car. You miss it. Thank God.
Not squirrel.
Eden, you do not recognize this name. It is Norwegian. It seems like a strong Norwegian name. But that is all the information. You've never heard this name before.
Here I was thinking it was Iranian.
Halberd Wholesome. But you are in the vehicle, the four of you. Here's what I will remind you of. You have some time, but also I think Lorelai is able to quickly communicate to you all that the police certainly suspect her. I mean, obviously she was involved in a shooting at a public cafe, but also because of she tells you about the murder of Reuben Levy, and also that the police are starting to at least wonder how all these things connect. And now that she has been removed from the hospital out under their noses, they would be able to find her home address.
Not good.
Well, that's easy to explain.
How so?
Well, if it's true that the cops think that something's going strange in the magic community, we removed Lorelai from the hospital. If we get caught, we removed Lorelai from the hospital because we were afraid someone might come try to murder her in her sleep.
I mean, at the end of the day, I hope that we don't have to get that far in order to have to use an excuse like that.
Just trying to think of the things that might happen.
Is something going on in the magic community? Josephine was.
I think so.
But also, Josephine was tangentially related to the magic community, correct?
Right, but she's the one who tried to hurt Lorelai, and then Reuben ends up dying, so...
And you, Diarmuid.
Me?
She stabbed you in the leg.
Yep. Oh, right, that's what that... Oh, I keep forgetting that's what that pain is in the leg. Oy, I got so much adrenaline and distraction going on, I don't often understand. I forget things.
It's okay. It's
neuropathy. That's what I'm just going to call it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a little while, I guess. Specifically, since we broke Lorelai out of the hospital. I do
sleeping back there.
Yeah, and I wonder, is there anything that the two of us can do? I guess I'm thinking Lorelai being able to stay safe, of course.
She probably, and I assume she's still, Morgan, she probably still needs medical assistance.
She does. So I allowed her a roll last time, and she has regained some hit points, some health from spending a night or two at the hospital, but she is still injured. She will certainly have some scarring, but she has, by all intents, like a pretty hefty dressing across her abdomen where she suffered the gunshot wound. There is a danger of further internal bleeding if not looked to, which Charlotte might be able to do in order, but Charlotte is short on supplies, as you know.
Yeah.
My question for you, Morgan.
Yes.
How far is Josephine's address from Piccadilly Circus?
That's an excellent question, London geography. Hang on one second.
Yeah, get into it.
Okay, map of London. I mean, I could guess, but this is one of the fun things about playing not in a made-up place, in a real world. Let's find out. Let's see. East End, Piccadilly Circus. Okay. All right. Piccadilly. Wow, Piccadilly is dead smack middle of London.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, either by car or by train, 20 minutes.
Okay, so it's not like close.
No.
Got it.
probably. That would be my guess. Yeah, 20-ish minutes. And given 1920s traffic patterns, I don't know.
For sure. For sure.
Well, we'll call it 15, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think we should take Lorelei to see Ed, my friend Ed. He's a doctor.
I don't know if you told Eden about Ed last time at all.
No, yeah, I know. I haven't told.
Charlotte knows.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and the timbre with which you say doctor is a bit dubious. Is that on purpose?
Yes.
Okay.
Ed is what you would call not board certified. I don't know if boards exist at this point, but
Yeah, some version of it.
Sure. So
we travel with someone who is off board or
right?
certified. I don't know what the terminology is.
Well, I rely on Ed and his assistant Maud a lot, especially before I met all of you. And since she does appear to need a bit more medical help than Charlotte can give her, I think it might be smart for us to take her to Ed.
I mean, that sounds fine to me. I think as long as we are able to get everyone up and working, because I don't know, I know we have to stay. There are things here to stay for, obviously, but I feel if the police are here, then I wonder about Lady Milligan, and I don't know.
That was another thing. I'm thinking we need to probably either return Lady Milligan's car or ditch it somewhere.
Well,
that's right. So, yes, the two of you are pointing out a very good reminder that Lady Milligan's car was the one that was recognized at the House of Memphis the night it blew up. Yeah. And so it is a nice automobile that you've been driving around in, and it's a bit
it's notable,
conspicuous and notable. Yes.
Yeah.
I will note, by the way, Eden, Just Jules has gifted you 10 luck points and a bonus die that I will be keeping track of, and I'll let you know when you reach it. You have a couple bonus dies racked up. By the
nice.
way.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But yeah, now go ahead and mark down those 10 bonus die whenever you get the chance.
I will do that right now. Thank goodness.
I'd say we could use my car, but that's across the ocean.
No, hers is good. Maybe we could. What is the bad that could come from us returning the car to her? It's just traceable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that we'll have to worry too much about that car. I mean, no crime was committed no crimes that I remember were committed in this car. So, I'm not quite sure that's a thing. It's just more of like, if we're driving down the road and a cop happens to see, oh, hey, I've been looking for that car, then we're going to have problems. So,
well, maybe I can talk to Lady Milligan about if she has any friends who might be able to get us a new car. But
we also could take public transportation, I suppose.
I prefer not to. I'm barely getting used to the way how populated it is here. I'm just now getting used to it. I'd like to not test the waters with that, but
too good for the tube, Eden. Sorry, just kidding.
Excuse me, it's tube.
Tube, liquid you. Who knew? Eden was such a snob.
I'll say, Eden, it's not all bad having lots of people around. It's easy to get lost, if you know what I mean.
That's true. I guess we haven't needed a reason to get lost until now.
No,
so
yeah. Well, and I'm a little worried about taking the car again to Piccadilly Circus. I mean, unless we wanted it to get stolen and or hijacked, that might be the place to take it.
Yeah.
I would note the last time you were here, you actually took a taxi.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did take a taxi. That's right. I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, do we
But
even know?
I don't want to make Lady Milligan upset more than she probably already is.
No, she's not upset. She's confused. I obviously didn't tell her any of what's going on. All she did
Is
was give
she
me the
someone you
warning.
could tell that and trust with it?
Oh, I guess I've never thought about it. I think so. I think I could. At least when it comes to the parts that, are comprehensible.
Right. That you don't have to experience in order to believe.
Yes.
Your mind goes back to this woman who you left in Scotland, this incredibly stately. And Diarmuid, you'd spent, a little bit of time around her, just enough to be both enchanted and intimidated probably by her. But yeah, this woman of obvious wealth and title, and she is a member of Scottish royalty, as I've said in the past. But Eden, she's always taken a lot of pride in you, seemingly. And though not someone to not hold you accountable, certainly, if you were acting in a way that she disapproved of, but also certainly, I mean, whenever there's been an instance where you had to approach her with what you feared to be bad news, you always found her to be fair.
Yeah. She knows a lot about me and never once looked upon me differently, despite my past. And everything I'm connected to on accident, I guess. I could trust her.
Well, don't know that we want to drive the car back to Scotland now, but
I mean, are there any docks nearby?
I mean, I would imagine I'm not particularly knowledgeable of the city, other than the low places.
Yeah. Just thinking maybe we could, I don't know. I suppose we're nowhere close to the water, but water seems like the first place you get rid of things. I don't know, maybe that's
Oh,
just 'cause
I
grew up on a
see
ship.
what you're saying now. You're
Yes.
saying we should just dump the car in the ocean.
Yeah. There could be no ramifications for something like that.
No, I mean, especially if you go
ecological
to
or
some-
otherwise.
Right, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Plenty of cars in the ocean,
Yeah.
Well,
This is what I will say, because this is a difficult thing.
Mhm.
It's obvious that without having played out the conversation, I will say that Charlotte did seem to learn some things from the conversation with Josephine, not just the two pieces of information that I gave you, but
Okay.
also Josephine gave some kind, without getting into the specifics that we will come to later. So I'm sort of having to make do with this, with being unable to have this conversation tonight. But I will say, to give you guys a little bit of an information there, is that Josephine implied that she has help, that she has things or people helping her, but that she is, as she always has been, not very giving with a lot of that information. So the fact that Charlotte was able to glean some of that information that I gave you earlier is just a thing also.
her address is on the East End.
Yes, correct. It's I mean, you would know it well enough, Diarmuid, to be a tenement type of neighborhood. Not
And
the
this is
best neighborhood.
inside the city of London.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, we are traveling light. We could go check out her place?
I thought about that. I just wouldn't want the car anywhere nearby in case there's people watching.
Right.
Well, so, there's the river. I guess we could always throw it in the river, but most of the river is washed pretty heavily by the general populace.
Yeah.
So we'd have to go pretty far out the city in order to do it conspicuously.
Maybe we could just leave it in an alleyway somewhere and walk?
Could do that. And if we wanted to possibly have it get stripped down or stolen, then Piccadilly Circus is the best place for that.
There would certainly be a number of long-term parking garages or things of that nature around the Piccadilly Circus that you could just leave it.
Great.
Yeah.
If you wanted, certainly. Or if you were looking for something more permanent, like to destroy it. Yes, yeah. I mean,
no, I think just long-term parking that
Right.
isn't anywhere that we can be tracked, I think is
basically the 1920s equivalent of like an airport parking lot where you just leave it, walk away, and never come back.
Right.
I would say, not far from Piccadilly Circus, a very high traffic area. I would think there would have to be some areas around there.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you would probably be reliant on either a new vehicle or public transportation from there.
Okay. Well,
Well, first things first, we got to get Lorelei to a doctor.
right.
So Piccadilly Circus seems to be our first place of stop. And I'm pretty sure we can get a taxi out of Piccadilly, hopefully to the East End.
Okay.
I will warn you about Ed and Maud. Maud is a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Talker.
Oh,
Well, they're both eclectic, but a talker, meaning she'll sell you for a pint if she needs to.
okay.
Now, Ed's a bit different. I can always lean on our military service to make sure he's surprisingly still has his honor amongst him, as far as I know. Does deal in a bit of illicit behaviors,
Interesting.
specifically chemical illicit behaviors.
Sorry, I'm from the
Drugs.
country. Okay, yes.
I'm from the country.
At first, Lexi went, "Oh, I get it," and then I was
Please.
like, "She's absolutely not."
Please get literal with me, please.
Yes.
From the country.
So, just you know how to handle yourself. You're pretty quiet as it is. It's more of a reminder to Charlotte, really.
Okay. Well, I think all you have to know is that whatever you do, I will back you up. That's it. I'm sure Charlotte will be accommodating. At least for now.
Aye. Well, all right, then that's where we'll go. We'll just find one of the long-term parking spots near Piccadilly, and then walk our way over to the doctor. And I'll just have to carry Lorelei, I suppose, or we can. Or
Lorelei seems as if she could walk for a short distance for the time being. To avoid you the odd sight of you perhaps having to carry a woman through Piccadilly Circus, though maybe that's not that odd. I'm not sure, but no, that may be a little more noticeable. But you do indeed arrive at the bustling center of Piccadilly Circus, and Diarmuid, as you so beautifully described it the first time that we came here, there's a lot of, it's a kind of a theater district. It's kind of like Times Square of London. Like there's a lot going on. There's a tons of foot traffic, even at this time, which is late morning, and with a little bit of rain. Eden, you are a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You are able to, sure enough, find a basic parking garage, a parking lot, by slipping the attendant a little bit of a couple of pounds, paying for, do you pay for like a day or something like that, or
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, days works.
Yeah, basically, like, paying the minimum required and then heading out. The four of you make an odd silhouette as you make your way through the rain, coats tucked up. Everyone is tired. Some of you are deeply injured. But you make your way through, and you maybe catch a couple of sideways glances. Are we trying to be... Everybody roll kind of like a stealth, just an inconspicuous, roll me a stealth check. I will give you a bonus die myself, given that it is raining, and given that it is raining and so well populated.
Okay, sick.
I'll take it.
Okay, we're doing a
stealth,
stealth.
or it is stealth in Call of Cthulhu, yes?
Yeesh,
Or
yes, it is.
I forget what they call it.
It's stealth.
It is stealth.
That first one is not good. 54 over 40.
Okay.
64 over 40. Not good. I'll spend. What is that?
14
16?
luck. 14
Oh
luck
yeah. 14 luck.
to make it a regular success.
Absolutely.
I rolled a 48 over 45, so I'll spend a 3 to make a regular success.
Okay. I mean, Diarmuid and Eden, you both feel like the eyes of a bobby, an English bobby, linger on you for just a second, and then it's as if the sounds from a nearby pub, from the lunch rush at a nearby pub, like the argument just takes their distraction. You both, you take in a sharp inhalation, but then you feel them distracted, and you take your opportunity to duck into that alleyway off of Drury Lane, where there is not a Muffin Man. This little tucked back in corner that you know very well, Diarmuid. You approach the back of this building, and Eden, you see this heavy metal door that says Hanbury Chemists. That looks like the back of a business.
Okay.
I have forgotten the new code word. Well,
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh no. We're just gonna knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll rap on the door like I normally do with that heavy pound that she always, that Maud always yells at me about.
The old, style Eden, you see this metal, a pull in the door open, and you see a pair of heavy spectacled eyes look out.
Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
Diarmuid O'Raleigh.
Don't say it out loud so loudly.
Right. Did you? The last time you used an old code, and this time you don't use any code at all.
I've forgotten it. I've had a little bit of a head injury here and there. You might, understand a little.
What are you doing here?
Well,
we're an enterprise in business.
I know, and I'm here to spend money at an enterprise in business, aren't I? Stop yelling at me and open the door.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or charm, or intimidate. I'll allow any.
Let's see. Which one? Am I good at... No. Am I good at persuade? No. Am I good at...
I think you're better at
intimidation? I'm okay at that. I'll do that one.
Okay.
It makes sense. I did yell at her.
You do have a bonus die if you want to use it. This is important.
No, I'll let it stand. I got 45 under 55.
Got it. Okay, with a 45 under 55, she's just she hears, you see her slightly taken aback by the attention in your voice, and she looks down and sees. I'm just trying to keep it discreet. You hear like all these locks on the other side of the door, Eden, and it pulls open. Come on in.
What
the hell happened to you?
Ed is in, yeah?
Yeah, he's in.
All right. Well, then, good.
Ed!
I got stabbed and she got shot, and there's a bunch of things going on.
Oh,
Mostly we need a place. We need Ed to take care of our friend here.
Oh my goodness. And she'll and I mean she's she's not the gentlest nurse, but you see her basically just sort of pull back, and Lorelai probably shrinks away from her a moment. She's like, let me see. Holy Christ.
Hey, she's gonna need a bit of pain management, as I'm sure you can tell.
Is this one off the books as well?
Eden,
you're looking at a woman. I described her last time as she looks like Emma Thompson in character makeup. She is
Nanny McPhee-esque.
Yeah, there's a Nanny McPhee-esque energy, as brusque and terrifying in times.
Okay.
But she is just. All right. Well, you better have something to pay us today.
Well, I've got money. Come on now.
All right.
I'll never let you down there.
And this man comes out of the back, balding, with a heavy scar on his face, Eden, with a cigarette purse between his lips as he comes back out of down these stairs. You see in this, it's an organized chaos inside here. You can tell it seems to be the back room of a working pharmacy, but then you also see stairs that seem to lead up to a separate office. And he is indeed dressed like a doctor, but he has a casualness, almost lackadaisical quality that you don't recognize in most doctors.
Interesting.
But Ed, good to see you. Oh, don't be so cheery seeing a good old friend. You're right.
And he beckons without a word and leads the four of you upstairs.
And Diarmuid will sort of lean back to Eden. He's a man of very few words.
We are the same then.
It's a battle of who can talk less.
Yeah, I'm winning, by the way. By one word, but I'm winning.
Yeah,
Maud leads Lorelai first, and Maud, even once she's seen the nature of the wound, Maud is even helping Lorelai up the stairs, and Charlotte will be doing her part as well. And they quickly get her to. It is a hospital bed. It is a bed. Like an examination, but it is, it's sort of, it doesn't look like any hospital that you've ever seen. Like there's a lot of things shoved into corners, but you do seem the elements of a working hospital, but it's just as if it was also several other things.
Great.
And you do see Ed washing his hands over in the corner. And while Maud checks Lorelai's dressings and helps her get kind of settled, oh Christ, what the hell happened to you? Yeah, you hear her kind of muttering. Ed comes over to Diarmuid and just like beckons for you to sit up, to sit on another like chair, an elevated chair.
Do you want me to take my pants off?
Obviously.
All right. And Diarmuid will start and then stop and look at Eden and say, I'm going to take my pants off.
I feel as if you should have told me first.
Well, I guess I should have, but I'm just letting you. And then he takes his pants off and he hops up on the stool.
Luckily, it's a wound to his thigh, not too
Right.
inner thigh, not
Yeah.
too high up, but it's you know, exactly.
I'm in my undies.
Yeah, Diarmuid doesn't have to give away too much of his virtue to his friends.
Still,
Fanartist, get out
I
here
want to
right
make
now.
sure everyone
please.
feels comfortable. That's
Can
all.
we please get illustration of this
Please
scene?
get art of this.
I would love this so much.
All I ask is that he is not in tidy whities. That's the only thing I ask.
He gives a look and gives sort of a side. Stitches look like hell.
Well, you know.
But he'll and with some gauze dipped in alcohol, he uses tweezers to sort of clean the wound.
Hey, be careful now. It's a little sensitive.
Maud. And Maud comes over. She's like, she's the more, she needs it more than he does anyway. Don't worry about that. And you do get the sense of these two for Eden, the instance you get for as gruff and almost terrifying a demeanor as the two of them have. As you in this time, you watch them working on your two friends, and you do very quickly see the rhythm between them. And it's kind of impressive in a rough and tumble, not the cleanest, but also they make it work kind of way.
Yeah.
And they switch places, and Maud comes over and gives Diarmuid a new dressing over his stitches.
No funny business, Maud.
You wish.
I see how you look at me when I'm not looking right at you.
All right. Does he? Never mind. And she puts but yeah, she gets you set it up. All right. Keep it clean. I'll give you some more gauze so you can change it in a day or so.
You got any anything to make the pain go away?
Aye. Yeah, we'll give
Not too strong. I still want my faculties amongst me.
Certainly. We'll give you some aspirin. Aspirin 20s? Yeah, right. Okay.
Oh, Eden, you need are you feeling all right?
I'm fine.
All right.
Yeah. No, other than, my back hurts a little bit from being hit by a car, but other than that, it was weeks ago.
Maud hears you say that and just doubles up the painkiller medication.
Yeah.
And hands it
That
to
pain's
you,
never
Diarmuid.
going away.
Charlotte and Ed, I will say, seem to be conferring, Ed non-verbally, over Lorelei, and basically seem to be but you see Charlotte basically kind of lock into her element a little bit, standing over her friend, but also talking to this other doctor who Lorelei has now been in the presence of twice. I'm sorry, who Charlotte has been in the presence of twice, and at least knows enough to respect him as another medical professional.
Maud, if you could do me a favor, we're probably gonna go because we've got something to take care of while Lorelei lays up here. But could you show Charlotte the ropes a bit?
Show the ropes of what exactly?
Well, you know,
She seems to be able to handle it. You mean
not the doctrine of the being not on the board certified doctrine.
What are you I'm just kidding. Of course I can. What are you implying, sir?
I'm implying that you don't necessarily have a hospital in this here facility.
How dare you? Yeah, fine. I can. All right.
She seemed to be interested in possibly being another ability for the agency, and I just want to make sure she's getting her learning good.
Yeah, fine. No problem.
Good. Thank you. I appreciate it, and I'll make sure that you're paid a little extra on top for being so kind to me, Maud.
All right.
How's Ed doing?
Ed's Ed.
Yeah. Nothing's bothering. Well, other than normal, it's all normal. Nothing.
It's tough times. I don't know if you can tell, but he's even a little more terse than usual.
I did notice that. What happened?
Family business, the world. Go on, get out of here. It's fine.
Right, I hear that.
I appreciate you asking.
Well, I don't always make house calls, so I figured I'd say hi and see,
I can't let you leave today without giving us something, though, or
Of course. What do you want?
Ah,
What
it's
you
fine.
need?
And and you figure out a
Yeah.
payment, you know,
Yeah.
with what's Diarmuid's credit rating?
Pretty high, actually. As an agency man, it's not bad. My
Yeah.
credit rating is. Where is it? Where is it here? Credit rating is 40.
Make me a credit rating roll.
Okie dokie.
Jeez.
You do have a bonus die if you need it.
Mine is so bad.
Because as it would be, you just live off of
I'm on-
Lady Milligan.
Yeah.
That is a 10 under 40,
Ooh,
so that is a hard success.
All right. And she looks at you and she's like, your friend over there, the fancy lady, she'll well, she shouldn't be doing any exercises or calisthenics. I mean, we'll keep her here as long as we can. All right. Anything else I need to know?
No, should be fine.
Usual
no.
discretion, I suppose.
Of course, yeah. I figured that was probably already understood, but yes.
You didn't come here for your health. Well, I guess you did, but I didn't
Yeah.
suppose you came here as your first option.
No.
All right, get out of here. We'll be fine.
You know, I gotta say, your dressing's much better than what I had before. You're good at what you do, bud.
Oh, I know you're trying to butter me up, but thank you very much. It does me.
You're welcome.
All
right. We're gonna head out. Eden, I think we should probably take our leave now.
Then let's go.
And Charlotte and Lorelai, you know, bid you adieu, but with a be careful but you see that they are, you know, as I said, you all have been through hell, and you exchange glances of just nods, and that you'll all see each other soon.
What time of day is it, Morgan?
I'll say it's about noon or 1. You went to the hospital pretty early, so given all the days whatevers, I'll say yeah, it's about lunchtime.
Eden, have you ever been to a show?
Unfortunately, yes.
Oh,
We do together.
Oh, the magic shows. Yeah.
No, I meant like a theater production.
Oh, no. It's something about all the talking, but they're like acting. I don't know. I had to do it in school and I was terrible at it, and I couldn't really understand if the people talking were themselves or if they were playing the characters. It felt weird. I don't know. So I haven't been since.
I see. Well, we're in a perfect spot for it, and we've got some time to kill before it gets dark. So I figured, why not take you to a show? Maybe we could find a Shakespearean show.
I think it would impress both Lorelai and Charlotte if I went and saw a show.
Altered yourself a bit.
Yes, exactly, because I wanted to. Is there any of that one book? What's it called? Cato or something? I can't remember. That's not Shakespeare. That's different. It's a different.
I'm gonna need a luck check from Eden to see what's playing in Piccadilly Circus.
This is so important
on
to me.
this in the middle of this random weekday.
Oh, this is so important to me.
I have ideas. please roll.
I'm not joking. It's a 7 under 65.
Wow! Wow! Beautiful. I love this.
They're doing Hamilton. They're doing Hamilton at Piccadilly Market.
What? What was the book that you bought from Mildred's bookstore?
I think I got.
Was it? It wasn't Coriolanus, was it?
It
no,
was Coriolanus.
Was. Yep.
It was.
There was a production of Coriolanus playing in the West End.
Yeah. Well.
Sounds like that's the one we're doing.
Okay. Do you normally like to do this with your friends?
Well, if I'm perfectly honest, I don't have a lot of friends. When
Is
you're
it-
an agency man and you've got the past that I have, really, Ed and Maud are probably the closest things I had to friends before all of you.
I remember when you were talking about me and you said that I was maybe your best friend. I think was what you said. I don't know.
I'd still say that's probably true.
I say it's true too.
Feels
me.
like it to me.
I think you have shown me so much about, I mean, everything. And you also taught me to trust instincts that I don't know, maybe I thought they were for nothing. But you're also giving me new instincts. And you see that Eden kind of like looks at the beautiful theater behind her as the city passes by her, a city she never thought she'd ever go to.
Well, I don't know what to say. It's very kind of you to say. I would love to see a show with you. It'd be a new experience for me as well. I mean, I've been to shows, obviously, but
Well, I'm excited. Maybe because I don't know these people, it'll be much easier to watch.
And just to be clear, they are not being themselves. Well, I guess they are. There's some debate about that amongst actors, using life experience to portray a thing. It's
And
it's a
all of
whole
them.
other industry, and there's levels of it and skills and all that.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm excited to learn. And we'll just get tickets.
Yeah.
How is this show, Morgan? How is this show?
Ron, you roll me a luck check now.
Okay.
I can't wait.
To
You guys
see
have been
how
talking
the
of theater. If it's
how
so bad,
the show is. Oh boy, the pressure is
If it's
so high,
bad,
right?
Eden's done.
Do
Eden's done with theater.
Do these people know that sitting in this, there's so much riding on this random matinee?
Okay, luck.
We'll call it a Wednesday matinee. No, I don't know what day it is. Okay.
A luck roll. Is it so? Do I roll under my normal luck or what my current luck score is?
I just did my
I
luck
bel-
starting score.
Yeah, under your starting luck score.
22 under 70.
Wow.
Nice. You and I.
So I think
Diarmuid,
it's a hard success.
Diarmuid, you've seen enough theater to know this is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think there's even points, Eden, in. I mean, that I know that Diarmuid knows Coriolanus, and I think there's even moments in it where he is clearly lost in it because he'll react to a thing that he would know is coming, but still it surprised him. And yeah, I think that's probably pretty obvious that, oh wow, if you can get somebody who knows it to still be surprised by what happened, it's probably a pretty good show.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I love that. I do think that she is amazed. I think that it's much easier to understand this time. And I think there's a very visible, probably mirroring what you're feeling, this like quiet awe and like everything. It's like the closest thing to a movie she's ever gonna get. Like, like this is really, really just putting into context a lot of stuff. I truly have built this character to have zero experience with art, like no experience with art. This is about to start something for her.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like the first time I saw a show on Broadway and just being like, whoa, yeah, just breathtaking. Yep.
But you see this story and you sit down and the things that you almost find yourself, I think when it starts, Eden, you wonder if you're ever like, it's almost like a foreign language, and you had read at least part of this up to this point, but it's almost like a foreign language where your ear needs to attune for a second. but soon enough it does, you lock in and you do kind of get the sense of what, and some of the universal themes, particularly of class, of aristocrats versus commoners, of honor and compromise, and of family and revenge and betrayal. It's a very dramatic and violent story. I mean, there's tales of jumping from one army to another in order to just chase this dragon of illusion of honor. But ultimately, what really matters the most is family.
Yeah.
And I think, I mean, you tell me, it's in terms of how it moves you, how it touches you, but that is what Coriolanus is about. And this is as good a production as you are wont to see.
Yeah.
And I think at the end, especially Eden, you might even see that Diarmuid is actually got a couple of tears, in the corner of his eyes that start to roll down his face as it ends, because it is a pretty sad ending.
Yeah.
Bleak. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And sacrificial, and very sacrificial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, Eden doesn't really say much. I think she's thinking, I think it's kind of similar to anytime you leave a show. If you've ever gone to a show by yourself, you get very introspective afterwards. Even if you go see a movie by yourself, you start thinking about everything. Every thought that was halted while you were immersed suddenly washes over you, and then also you have these new thoughts from this thing you've just taken in. And I think that that's kind of what she's experiencing for the first time, is Eden has always understood her life to be pretty static. She's not getting a lot of new thoughts into her life. She's not getting a lot of new input. This is the most exciting. Being with you all has been the most exciting thing that she's done in her life, because she thought her life was going to be the same for forever. And I think that she is starting to realize that there's more to life than just living and just getting by. And I think she's also realizing, I think she's looking back for the first time. This piece that makes her reflect on parts of her own story, parts of her friends' stories, the way it makes her feel at the end. Where has she felt this before? And I think that she, hopefully like everybody else in the crowd, kind of takes on this quiet, introspective mood afterwards, where she's just slowly realizing how important it was to see all of that.
You even find one of the characters reminds you of Monty.
Yeah, that's exactly where her mind goes.
And you find yourself frustrated and just feeling that catharsis, frustrated and
Catharsis, exactly.
and tearful, but also beside yourself at times, not even aware of the fact that just you're gripping your armrest or and as the lights come up at the end, the two of you find yourselves, you see Diarmuid, perhaps subtly, perhaps not, wiping away a little bit of dew from his cheeks, but you exhale because you didn't even realize you were holding your breath.
Yeah.
That was I think that might be the best. I mean, I've not seen it too many times, but that might be the best version I've ever seen.
Are they all like that?
No. We just experienced something I would say is probably a treat.
Wow.
On a scale of 1 to 100, is more like a 22 era. So there's maybe better, but not many.
Yeah.
Or whatever the
We
roll
just saw
was.
the numbers. The 22 best performance.
It was like a B plus.
Yeah.
If I had to assign a number to it, I'd make it 78 out of 100. Is where I would make it.
Wow.
Hey, especially for a midday matinee, to be honest. I didn't expect to be I expected to come in here and make a joke or two while we watched, but they got me, that's for sure.
Yeah. I can't believe I don't know, there was like nothing like what was in my head, but also everything like I feel like I have to replace it, what was in my head with what I just saw. So
Right.
vivid.
It's interesting.
That's strange. I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever. Oh, please.
I'm just saying it's interesting the way when you read something for the first time and the way your brain sort of makes it visual in your head, and then you read it a second time, or you hear somebody read it to you, or you see a show. It definitely changes your perspectives.
Yeah.
Makes you think about things in a different way. I really like that one. It's it's not one of Shakespeare's best, according to many a scholar, but there's something about Coriolanus that just rings with me. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Yeah.
I'm nothing like the man, but
Yeah. I it's kind of strange. I actually thought of my uncle while watching that.
Monty.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah. It's strange how important family is, but also they can just really hurt you, can't they?
Or make you see the errors of your ways.
Yeah.
Found
Yeah.
or blood otherwise, for
That's
sure.
true. That's true.
The two
Well,
of you make your way out of the theater. And it's mid to late afternoon now, so you get the sense that the sun will be going down soon. It's winter, so I mean, yeah, it's now that it's probably getting on close to 5 o'clock, you get the sense that it'll be dark within the next 30, 40 minutes.
I think we'd probably pick up some sort of food on the corner or something like that, just quickly, so that we have some food in us before we
Energy.
go to...
Get some sausage rolls or something of that nature nearby. Plenty in this area. Plenty of carts or small shops, easy enough to find, of course.
and then we'll call a taxi to take us to Josephine's.
Sure, you've got the written down address of which you have, and then you tell the cab to take you to east to the neighborhood, which, as I said, Diarmuid, you would have recognized as, a fairly nondescript, lower middle, lower class neighborhood of London, mostly populated by tenements, things of that nature, or small houses with several, occupants, that kind of thing. And sure enough, you pull up to a fairly nondescript, multiple story building. You would know that Josephine's place is on the first floor, though, of this building. And very quickly, as you pull up, even in the dark, under a street light, conspicuous is the car parked alongside this building. You can't miss it. Recognizable by its size and style is that same Egyptian blue Cadillac Type V63. That custom hood ornament of a sun-crested falcon in the Egyptian style. Far too nice a car, but you get the sense, even tucked back behind this, it sticks out immediately as the taxi pulls up and lets you off.
Morgan, I'm going to rip off that that hood ornament?
Sure. I will say that in order, like, that is behind a small gate, but if you want to hop it or anything of that nature, that you're able to access that car.
Yeah.
Roll a strength check.
Yeah.
You have a bonus die if you need it.
57 under 80.
Okay, that's good enough. You are able to break it fairly cleanly at the base, and you have this kind of Egyptian sun-crested falcon hood ornament of a Cadillac. Now, yeah,
and
it's probably gold-plated. Gold-plated.
It's more
steel
more
or
about,
chrome. Yeah,
more about hurting her pride than anything else.
Yeah. Love that.
And then if Eden hasn't come over the gate, I'll say hop over and then Eden, remind me before we leave to break every window in her car.
Absolutely.
I also might drop a sausage roll in there.
I feel like that's traceable, but waste of food.
With what? No, oh no, not the food.
Oh, great. Never mind.
Yeah.
Awesome.
God.
Glad I could set that up for you. Glad I could set that up
Sir. Please do not let drop a sausage roll become a euphemism.
Okay, what about make a sausage roll? Like, you have to make a
going
roll.
big job.
Going big job. Yep.
Yeah.
Going big job.
I don't know if Lexi knows that shorthand.
No, I do not.
GBJ
Has become a thing in the Stormborn campaign thanks to one Kiki Lee.
Oh my god.
Going big job, apparently. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. That's why I called a sausage roll and just moved on. I
Oh
wasn't
my
gonna,
God.
but hey, now we got some clarity.
You gotta dip in. Do I need to make a roll to get over the...
No, you're fine. There are several, I'll say 4 units in this house, but each has its own outdoor entrance. And so you are able to, because you have the address, you are able to find the one with the last name Lynch. It is unit number 3, we'll say. So you are able to approach the outdoor, the outer door of the main door of her flat from this outside.
I'll try the handles and open.
It is locked.
Dang it.
Well, I figured that, and I'll pull out my kit,
Sure.
which I keep on me person at all times.
Thought you might.
Yeah, when you're an agency man, you've got to.
Eden, you're keeping an eye on. I mean, it's also the kind of neighborhood where people mind their own business.
Yeah.
I will say, make a spot hidden, Eden, on the outside, sort of there, because there are outer windows.
Yeah. Absolutely. Just like face up to the glass.
Or I would say spot hidden, or listen, but either. But I think your spot hidden's better. Yes.
Spot hidden is so good, so
Great.
we're gonna do that.
Go ahead and roll me one of those.
Absolutely. Even with a 68 under 75, I'm doing way better.
Cool. Okay, cool. 68 under 75. The windows are dark.
Mm-hmm.
You see no or hear no signs of movement inside. It seems to be a 2-bedroom, but from what you can tell, just number of windows and size, that would be your guess.
Yeah.
But you see no signs of anyone else home.
My locksmith check.
Mhm.
7 under 61.
Whoa! Okay, show off.
Roll them, man.
Nice. With a 7 under 61, it takes you mere moments. Eden, you've barely been looking before you hear the and the door is open. You barely even saw him take the tools out of his coat. And
I'll open it and usher. By all means.
Okay.
you step into a dark flat. It's a modest apartment. A 2-bedroom, as I said, that you can tell. Quickly, though, when you step inside, you pause after a second. Eden, you're the first one through the door.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You step inside, And then you freeze for a moment because you think you see something out of the corner of your eye. And you turn and you realize what you see is yourself. And even in the dark, with, we'll say, a lamp out on the street, there are a lot of mirrors in here.
Okay. Kind of vain.
I mean, we knew that.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it was this bad, though.
You step into a drawing room, a sitting room with a sofa, a desk, and sure enough, I mean, you see it immediately tucked there in the corner. That large, dark chest, identical to the ones that Harold Hawkins was using in his stage show.
Right.
Identical to the ones that Charlotte saw in her vision.
Remind me, Eden was part of the situation where they sort of dipped in and then I pulled them out of the...
I don't think Lexi was there, but
No.
Eden was present.
Okay.
And they did get the sense that in that time they were able to spot, even just in that moment of the ether before you pulled them back, you were able to see, or they were able to see that there was another chest elsewhere across London. And now standing here looking at it, you're pretty sure this is it.
That's the one, eh? Wow. All right. Well, if we need to get out of here quick, I guess we know how to do that, but I guess we better start searching the place.
I suppose. I wonder, why does... If these mirrors are freaking me out. I'm wondering...
There are lots of them here and there, big ones, small ones, on the desk, on the coffee table, on the wall of the kitchen, mirrors everywhere to the point clearly of being an obsession.
It's one thing to want to see yourself or to be curious of what others think of you to the point of, well, constantly monitoring. This is another thing. I wonder who she's trying to actually see.
It's a good question. I assume she's having some trouble, and clearly now we know a little bit more about her mental state as she tried to stab me for no reason, and then gun to gun, chest to chest showdown with Lorelei. She's clearly not all there, and something's going wrong. I only assume it's sort of similarly what happened to Memphis.
Both of you roll a spot hidden for me. I assume as you both start to kind of look through this place.
What is my spot hidden? Not great.
We get a 32 under a 75, so that's a hard success.
Nice.
Oh, I got a 19 under 34.
Nice. Okay.
Which is, I won't spend the 2 because she already got the highest.
Yeah,
the
for
highest.
sure. For sure. You kind of stepping in as you continue to talk and conjecture about what could be going on, what sort of mind would have a place like this. You step into, and there is a kind of a threadbare rug on the ground. And the desk that you come to, you see a few candles unlit on the rug. You obviously notice the chest. And with your hard success, here in the drawing room, Eden, you see the rug is slightly off shape. Like it's at an odd angle, and it seems to be poking out of one corner. You see what looks to be a groove or a cut into the wood of the floor beneath. Like it's sticking out from one corner of the rug.
Right. I'll just kind of reach over and nudge you and point at the ground. Think we should move the rug?
Diarmuid will throw the rug aside.
Yeah.
You throw the rug aside, and standing here, are you still in the dark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. With just the little bit of light from the corner, from the street lamp outside, and maybe passing headlights every now and then from cars as they drive by. Diarmuid, you pull this rug aside, and carved into the floor of Josephine's apartment is the symbol of an eye. And both of you roll me an intelligence check. Yeah, that would be an intelligence roll.
Okay.
Pretty easy, hopefully.
45 under 75.
Nice. Rolling well tonight.
Yeah.
Do I have
You have a bonus die from
Right.
Dungeon Speedrun, if you would like to
Nice.
use it.
We'll call that 27 under 90.
Woo! Sheesh.
There we go.
Diarmuid, you recognize it, not only just as the symbol of an eye, but the particular shape of it. You recognize it from Memphis's house as the same style of eye that was carved above the door of Memphis's office at the top of the stairs. The same one that rendered Charlotte unconscious. It is the same shape and stylistic of kind of eye to slightly Egyptian, like it's similar to the Egyptian eye that you see in a lot of the iconography.
Instinctually, my hand goes to the orb and pulls that out.
It is dark.
Well, I guess she's not as good a magician as Memphis was.
Also in this room, you notice a small kitchenette. Mirrors there as well. And 2 bedrooms. On the walls, you will even see a poster of Memphis and Josephine in regalia, in their glory, you know, a show poster.
Yeah.
But yes.
Do I get the sense that if walking through the threshold that made Charlotte go unconscious, right?
It was.
Would she even be able to be in this room?
Unclear.
Yeah.
I mean, you know that the first exposure of that, both Lorelei and Charlotte were sort of were struck by moments of, and maybe you both have that kind of knee-jerk like reaction when you first expose this eye on the ground and you feel nothing. You feel no force trying to overcome you in that moment. But what seems to be clear is that this is a symbol of importance and power in some circumstances.
Morgan, are there any books or notebooks or any kind of papers?
Not in this room, no.
What are the rooms? So this is a drawing room, you said?
It's basically the living room. And
What
there
are
are
the
the kitchenette, bathroom, and look to be 2 bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering what this is for, but I don't think it's activated. So either she's trying to cast something and hasn't been able to do it yet, or maybe someone was already here.
Eden, you remember that walk in the park that you'd been taking with Charlotte that morning, that first time where she seemed to feel woozy and need to sit down on the curb, And she seemed to have that moment, that out-of-body experience where she described. And you realize what she described was a room with mirrors, with the chest in the corner, and she was sitting on a rug.
Charlotte said this?
Yep.
That she dreamt this?
It wasn't just a dream. She was wide awake. She was walking one moment with you, walking back to the flat from getting pastries, and then it was as if she was overtaken by a vertigo or something like that, and needed to sit down. And in that moment, she had a flash of sitting on a rug in an apartment she did not recognize. There were mirrors in that room, and in the corner was that cabinet.
Okay. And when we look in the
all
corner,
these elements are starting to connect for you. Of, even though she's not here, you would remember from Charlotte trying to piece this together that she is describing the room you are now standing in.
Yeah. Okay. Whoa. So there was a cabinet in this room. And the chest.
The chest being the cabinet. I'm sometimes.
Oh,
calling
yeah,
it a
yeah,
cabinet, but yes, the chest being the gate box, the
Yeah.
armoire. That yes, yeah.
And I think that Eden will just. Diarmuid. Charlotte was here. This is where Charlotte went to.
When?
It was. I don't know. It was.
3-4 days ago now, probably.
Yeah, a couple of days ago.
When she had the
She had a dizzy spell. Yes.
The first one. Yeah.
And she saw a room.
Weird.
Yes, a room with mirrors where this is here, and now so is this, and she points at the eye. Do you think that was Josephine trying to not switch places, but I don't know.
Is the cabinet open?
Oh.
I'm gonna open the cabinet.
Okay.
Empty in it like the other one?
It's a plain wooden cabinet, just like every time. There is again, almost every time as you open this, there is a moment of, and then for all accounts, you're just looking at the back of a plain wooden cabinet.
Here's the thing. If it works both ways, which I think we know it does, that cabinet could go back to Lorelai's place.
Okay, and do we think that Josephine knew that?
I don't know that we can assume that, but I think the likelihood is strong. So here's the question, then why did she not use it to attack us rather than meeting us in public?
Maybe she did?
Roll me. This is another intelligence check. Roll me an intelligence check.
I love this.
I'll also allow an occult, but I know your
Okay.
intelligence is pretty high.
Yeah, cool.
Good lord, 19 under 90.
Okay.
Oh, nope, that's a 6. 62 under 75.
And I will
Okay.
spend the 1 to make it extreme.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So, Diarmuid,
Yeah,
when you first encountered these boxes,
right.
they were in a pair. But this box that's in front of you right now was not one of those pairs.
Right.
You only knew there were more than two because of Reuben Levy's description of an old Memphis stage act where he seemed to appear 4 places around the stage, around the theater at once. And so that made you go, okay, there must be more than 2 boxes. However, you would know that, at least from Harold's stage show, and from the one time that that Lorelai and Charlotte pushed their heads through, that there is a pairing of the boxes. So if they had to resist a pull, because otherwise, every time Harold would just jump from one box right to the other, and no time would pass. Now, it was only because of a successful power roll last time that Eden and Charlotte realized, Lorelai and Charlotte realized that they could leave the pull and travel to another box. Now, lastly, you don't know where the partner to this box is.
Right.
This is the third box that you have
There's
now
a
found.
fourth one.
You can assume there is a fourth, and you do not know where it is. So,
Jeez.
You see the hairs on Diarmuid's arms and neck sort of start to stand up a little bit.
Yeah.
And he says, we're missing a box. And I think I know how to find it. And he jumps into the cabinet.
Yep, exactly. Morgan, you said.
I love these players. I love these players so much. You haven't done this before.
I have not.
I'm excited.
I'm terrified.
Eden, do you try to stop him? Are you just standing in the... Yeah, no,
I'm just
literally
standing and like kind of making sure.
Yep.
Whatever happens next, I'm prepared for. Yeah.
You watch as your friend takes a step back and says, "I think I know how to find it." And I'll say you even just a moment of, "Oh yeah," and then boom, he's gone. And Eden, you go because for a moment there's a bright flash of light. That same light that blasted into your eyes in the basement of the golf club up in Scotland. You push your way, Diarmuid, through the back wall of this armoire, and there is a slight resistance for a moment. You feel like you're about to be very silly for a second, slam your hands and your head into the back of this, and then they push through. And you blink hard, Diarmuid, as once again that bright light bursts from the dark at the back. And just like your friends did, you quickly feel that pull. And
but I want to resist that, right?
Okay, soon you almost feel like you're being swallowed as your body is pulled into the ether. So you feel this feeling like pushing through a membrane or a film on top of a forest pond. And there is a pull towards something guiding you, urging you through into the ether. And for a moment, the air around you is thick, like you can part it with your hands in front of you. Hang on, I need to make sure because you lose magic points and a little bit of sanity every time you do this. Stand by. I want to make sure. I think it's an automatic 1 point loss of sanity. 3 magic points and 1 sanity point.
Okay. Copy.
This is the first time you've ever been in the ether. You've heard it described by your friends at this point, but it's like for a moment, it's almost like the air is a little closer to water on the molecular level. And for a moment, your jaw drops as you notice the city around you. Some spots look exactly the same. Others have crumbled or disintegrated off into the darkness beyond it. Pieces of structures and automobiles and bridges drifting away in the air like ashes on the wind. It looks like war. There's no denying in this moment what it reminds you of is cities torn and destroyed by war. And then You start to feel that very strong pull as you feel yourself like it's like your consciousness is being flown through the air over this, and you feel like it is trying to take you in a direction you do not know. Are you trying to resist this?
Well, that's what I remember, right? That's what they were saying there's a cabinet. So yes, I would want to resist it because I think I know where the other one is.
Well, no, if you are looking for the box you don't know, you get the sense that this is taking you in that direction.
Okay, then I will not resist.
Okay, that is what I was like. I think you said I think I know how to find it, so I don't think you want to resist.
No. Okay,
yeah, if you were to resist, you could try to
go one of the other ones that we know about, right?
And go to the other two that you know about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You feel yourself thrown or yanked across this desolate London landscape, and then it's you recognize for just a moment as it seems to bend northward, and it's like you're entering hyperspace for a second, because you feel yourself across hills and mountains as you can't possibly tell how far it goes. It is an instant. You try to keep your eyes open, but then there's that bright flash again. And you gasp a sharp intake of breath, and you tumble awkwardly out of an identical cabinet. God knows where. You are on the ground. The floor you're lying on is covered in a soft carpet. The room is dark. Your eyes adjust for a moment as you see the cabinet dark and open above you. You seem to be in something like a sitting room, but around you are odd shapes. You turn, and you can tell in a moment that it's furniture draped in white drop cloth. In a dark room, windows shuttered.
I'm gonna stop and just listen.
Roll me a listen check.
This is bonkers.
Yep.
Do I have any bonus dice?
You do have a bonus die from Tuomask.
Roll the 59 under 20, or over 20, excuse me.
Okay.
19 under 20.
Whoa! Okay. You feel yourself... It feels very quiet around you. But you know you made a noise when you came flying out of that cabinet. And you're catching your breath as you're looking around. And you hear footsteps coming closer.
From the door?
You look up, and it's still in the dark, but past, we'll say, like a covered armchair or something like that, you see a door. A closed door. But you do hear footsteps coming from the other side of that door. What do you do?
I'm going to get on the side of the door where the door opens.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull my billy club.
Okay.
Not billy club. What is it?
Yeah,
blackjack. My blackjack.
Okay, got it. Roll me a hide or a stealth.
Okay. Yeah, we'll do stealth. All right. It's a 47 over 45, but I will spend the 2 luck to make it a success.
Okay. You tuck yourself with a practiced speed and agility that would almost be surprising for someone who doesn't know you. As you tuck yourself back into the corner, just mere moments before this nice wooden door opens. And you're tucked back in the corner. And so you're almost watching as someone enters the room. And you're looking around the corner of this. A smaller form enters the room. Light spills out from the hallway behind you. And you've got your blackjack prepped in your hand, ready to strike. blonde hair. A woman dressed in outdoor clothes. You watch her take a few steps into the room and look at the opening cabinet. And you hear a voice as she says to herself, "Oh, for goodness sake, what does she want now?" And it is the voice of Lady Flora Milligan. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh, good God.
Morgan, what? Morgan, what have you done to my good lady?
I thought it was Morgan. I was
You're
hoping that was who it
kidding.
was. I was hoping that's who it was. That's amazing.
You were kidding me. I heard the voice and I said, hello?
Oh my God!
What an episode?
Look, I knew I was going to give you the chest. And I'm like, I think they're going to go through it at some point. There's plenty of stuff back in that flat, too, but we'll get to that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
What do you mean, Lady Milligan? No.
Oh.
Wow.
Would that it were so simple.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
She just got so much hotter.
we
and
kind of
I
had
hate
to
say it.
we kind of had to make do tonight, and I can't wait till Rachel and Serena are back with us, but I loved tonight. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a lot to talk about in a short rest coming up. My gosh, I love you all. At the end of every episode, we like to read off the names of certain higher level patrons and the styles of their choosing. I'm brimming, and I'm like, I need to get through these Patreon names because I can't keep quiet much longer. Join the Patreon for $5 a month. For only $5 a month, you get access to our short rests because I got a lot to say. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, boy. That's when you know you got something good and you know they're almost there. That was my face for the last 20 minutes.
Gosh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Anyway, at the end of every episode, we like to read off certain higher level patrons and the styles of their choosing. I've got some wonderful selections from our people and some beautiful names. So we're going to start tonight, friends, with Team Force of Shadow. Do we have our lists in front of us?
Yes.
do.
Excellent. With a suggestion from Idaho Judd. I thought of this recently, and it's funny because I still run into this problem, even in the year 2026. From the suggestion from Idaho Judd, who suggested explaining D&D to your mom.
So, like, what is an armor class?
Well, you know, like, it's like kind of like your ability when someone says, "I think I'm nuts," and they come at you with like a club or an axe or something like that.
And they're about to Lincoln break you right over the head.
Right. And basically your armor class tells you, like, do they hit you or not?
Well, I mean, give me a Lincoln break here. I feel as if this is just violent. I feel like this is violent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but that's
Kind
kind of the point. It's make-believe violence. But like my character. My character's called the Black Kakari. They're like a rogue, right? They're awesome. And they just run up. But last session, unfortunately, when I tried to sneak attack the big bad guy, I rolled a total fail waffle. And, you know, and I just I slipped on some blood and fell on the ground.
See, my character's name is Idaho Judd, and he is like his
Judd.
Yeah, he's a fighter, and his subclass is called Gateway Guy, and it allows him to like
What is
jump
a subclass?
Oh god,
okay.
It's like a specialty when you're a doctor.
It's like their job, you know, like
Right.
you know, like you
Oh,
like I
so
got a
you're
job.
Becoming a doctor. Okay.
Well,
Sure, we'll go with that, Mom.
yeah.
I get with that.
If a doctor was someone who was good with swords who could also teleport themselves.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
more like an Abracadabra.
Oh boy, does he know how to abracadabra?
I do.
Sick.
I kind of just have one question. If I can make a character,
Okay, Mom. Yes,
named
would love to.
a guy,
Uh-huh.
I will be so happy.
Sure.
Sure.
You wanna play?
I want him to do the groceries, and I
Oh,
want him to clean his room,
oh boy.
and I want
I
him to put
see.
gas in the car for me.
I see.
Can you do that?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mom.
yeah, we'll go do that now.
Great.
Yeah.
Love D&D. Sounds great.
Thanks, Mom.
It's like the most well-rounded scene I feel like we've
Oh
ever
my
done.
god, I know. That was a dead on.
There was a button. We got two.
Thanks, Mom. Aww.
Mom.
Dungeon Speedrun says, now that's fantasy. You know, kidding. Kids doing their chores. That's high fantasy.
That's like the only way I can explain D&D to my mom is I'm not joking. I've had this conversation a billion times, and the only way I can explain it to her, I'm like, okay, think about Legolas in Lord of the Rings, but copy paste that to 6 people. And
There
they
are-
all don't just do what Legolas does.
I've said this before, but I have friends who steadfastly refuse to learn anything about D&D, which is
Yeah.
fine. Live your life. I don't care. But when they find out certain things about me and they have no context for it, like when we did like our Comic-Con shows, they're like, wait, so people lined up to watch you like play a game? And it's like, well, yeah. but
Oh my
but
gosh.
it's more than a game, but yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
kinda at the base
Like,
level of things,
People
sure.
just show up for. I was like, yes. I'm like, how are you still? Like, we're good friends, and I'm not forcing this on you, but I would have expected you'd pick up something at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right, for Team Force of Light, we have a suggestion from Critical Nerds, which is auditioning for a circus act. Which is, I think, is a reference to our Heroes of Bingle reunion show, which was one of my favorite things, was our auditions for that circus act. Okay, great.
Step right up. See, the angel devil son is both an angel and a devil, but also a son. Oh.
That's right! I am all 3 at once! Angel with wings, devil with horns, and a son with crippling codependency!
I'm sorry.
Madam,
Yes.
there, you look interesting, and dare I say circus-like. Would you
Well-
like to audition?
I would love that. My friends call me unbearably loquacious.
Oh.
My biggest talent is, I don't know if you've-
unbearably loquacious?
I wish that were it, but it's something far worse. Have you ever heard of a Ghostbusters quick response unit?
Not you!
You?
The sacred art of Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit has not been spoken of in decades!
And drill me.
City Racing Girl, quick! Go fetch the rest of the company! They must see this!
I can put on a little Braba show for you.
Please.
Oh, please.
I-
Well, hold on. We must wait.
No, we
must
warn
wait
you.
for
The
We
last...
must wait.
Please.
We must wait for the rest of the unit to dungeon speedrun their way here.
Though I will tell you this. If this is true, if you are able to perform the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit, I promised you all the jewels in the realm. All the just jewels you could ever
Just
wish for.
jewels.
Well-
Both the unjust jewels and the just jewels.
But I will warn you. The last person who came across this circus and claimed they could perform the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit and was unable to, we forced them to wear a Tuo mask for an entire year! Anyway, continue.
I'm starting to think I just might not want to audition. This is a little kooky, if you
What,
ask
are we
me.
too intimidating? No, we're perfectly enterprising business.
We're intimidating you? You're the Ghostbusters Quick Response Unit. If anyone's intimidated, it's us.
I mean, did you see Angel Devilson over there? This is a really low-key circus. Honestly, we would be very happy.
Well, if it's
You
low
would
key,
become
then I
the
guess I can do a
immediate-
little.
The bar is very low.
I can do a little Ghostbusters quick response unit
Please.
performance.
I'm gonna roll for performance really
I like the idea that you're
This is the first time we've had this.
This is the D&D session.
Uh-huh.
It happens after. I got a literal 99.
Hey!
I think we'll pass.
I think we'll pass. Tuo mask! Tuo mask for her!
Get out of here.
Thank you, Team Force of Light. Oh my goodness. Thank
Oh,
you,
God.
friends. Thank you, Alex, who is with us in the behind the scenes once again.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Ron and Lexi.
Oh,
Thank you,
lot of fun.
Rachel and Serena. I can't wait for
Yes.
you to hear about this session. Mwah, the group chat's gonna be popping off. But we love you all. Please stay warm. For those of you who are not in California, we're okay. We're fine. And please stay warm. Please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. We love you all. Humankind.
Be
Be both.